Yeah, Muffin, calm down. Are you hungry? You want to stop on the way at the KFC? Just back from the doctor. Got another antibiotic that I've got to feed her every day, and a cream for around her eye twice a day. And he says that's the last resort. That's it. All he can do.
When you're syringe feeding a chicken, reasons you might need to do that. You might need to do it if you...
Open the mouth. Hey, darling. Godverdomme. Darling, come. I hate this too. I hate this too. But we need it. We need it. Come, open your beak. Open your beak. Oh, it went in. Oh, it went in. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Now a little bit of cream for your eye. Yeah, we gotta do this every day. Oh, this is not too bad, is it? Just a little bit of cream for your eye. Oh, you look a lot better already. Oh God. Yeah, darling, I hate this too. I hate this too. Yeah, we're gonna cover all this with white cement. I just dumped in some proper concrete because actually the wall of the church is until here. Underneath the wall is just sand, so I'm actually going deeper than the wall is of the church, and I want to have this all strengthened. Later I will fill this part up, this concave part that I've been chiseling out. I'll fill that up with either cement or concrete. I don't want the wall of the church to lose any strength. So somebody explained me that if you have two pieces of rebar overlapping, the distance of the overlap should be a minimum of 30 times the diameter of the rebar. This rebar is 0.8 centimeter, 8 millimeter, so that should 30 centimeters is plenty. So I've laid rebar here, it's overlapping here. Yeah, that should be fine. I'll just stick enough in. So I stick a vertical rebar in, and then every so many layers of rock I'll put a horizontal one as well. So yeah, last week no video because I was just still building the bench, retaining wall, bench seat around the fire pit, or what's going to be the fire pit. All the work was just identical to the work we've done before. What was basically taking down stones and mortar from the top side of what's going to be the bathroom, processing all these stones, tumbling all the mortar that came off of it, and sifting it through and mixing it with cement, white cement I've used, and water, and then creating a new mortar. So basically the whole structure here is 90%, 95% made from reclaimed materials. I've just added cement, and in some parts where I wanted it to be structurally sound, I've used normal sand that you use for cement, because it is much more coarse, it's got more angles, more corners. it's mechanically a better product. But yeah, this is the end result basically. And yeah, it's not only a wall, which was initially the idea, but it's also a seat. Now I just gotta wait for the plants, the vines, to cover more up on the top, and I will plant some more maybe mint or so that has these big roots that'll keep the soil where it's got to be kept. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the result. It's gonna be nice having the fire pit here, the Barbie. Yeah, it's kind of nice. I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, so I've just installed a new bird feeder and I've left the lid open because I want them to first find out that their food is in there from now on, and then later we can close the lid. Let's see how they go. So all chickens have been on antibiotics for a period of 10 days. And now this little fella here is on antibiotics for another 10 days. And she's improving, but she's still got this big lump on the side of her, under her eye. I've seen some videos on YouTube where they're actually cutting it open and getting rid of all the yellow muck inside. So Nadia has called the vet yesterday asking if that was necessary, because I think that's basically the only problem she has right now, is this big lump. And the vet said, well, come by on Thursday, that's day after tomorrow, if she still has a problem there. So that'll be the third time we go to the vet with this chicken. These chickens are costly. So what I've done, because basically we need to separate the food and the drink from the chickens with the wild birds in order to prevent contamination. So I bought this chicken feeder, and they are supposed to stand on here, and then the lid opens and they can eat, and then when they leave the lid closes. But first of all, the device is not really working when you load it full with feed, because it sort of warps the metal. The hinging system doesn't work really well anymore. And second, this is like, the step is like a smooth metal. They refuse to step on it. They don't like it. So I just taped down some sandpaper, and I'm now trying to make them step on it and feed. And then I think the step after this is just to remove this, and then they should sort of operate it by themselves. But it's not easy. The chickens are just not that smart, I'm afraid. Don't tell them. So I've never worked with traditional brick masonry before. I've worked with these concrete things, papang they call them here, and obviously with natural stone, but this is the very first time I'm working with brick. What I'm gonna do, or what I'm planning to do, is to build up a wall from here like that, then also one here, and I need to build this up so that I can have closing doors here in a slope, so when it rains the water will run off, instead of the doors that we had in here vertical that don't make any sense because water comes here and collects in the basement. Right, so I've recovered all these bricks from what's going to be the bathroom, and yeah, I gotta build this wall now. Got my cement, got my bricks, hope plenty, I don't know. My main concerns are that they won't adhere, and that's a problem with the cement. It's either too dry or too wet. And a problem is that they won't be vertical. Yeah, I got my little spirit level, bubble level, whatever you call it. And I got a bucket of water because I think, especially with this weather, it's now 34 degrees. And my concern is that everything dries out too quick. So I will dunk the bricks in water before I install them with the cement. Bad. Okay, this is the third time I brought Muffins to the vet, and she's getting surgery. Gonna put a little mask on her head and she's gonna sleep. I gotta pick her up at 6:45 tonight. Muffins had surgery yesterday. The vet opened her eye, or the abscess below her eye, and cleaned it out. She couldn't get everything out, so we have to go back coming Friday. Yeah, Muffins hasn't been up yet. Oh God. She's not going for worms. You see, that's the abscess that's been removed, and there's a bit of gauze that the vet inserted. I don't know, but it needs to be removed. Oh, sweetie. You need to eat those worms. It's your favorite. Moppy. No, she's really not into it. That was Claude coming by. I wonder how he's doing with his bathroom. He's also working on the bathroom. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, and a special big thanks for the people who bought me a coffee. Very welcome. Thank you very much. You're keeping the channel alive. If you also want to donate a coffee, see the link below or the link in the description. And see you next time, hopefully next week. Bye bye.